Hey, it's your girl, NeNe Leakes, and welcome back to an all-new episode of the NeNe Leakes Show. Ooh, child, it has been a week, and we have a lot to talk about. So let's just jump right on into it. Please give a virtual round of applause for Bossip's managing editor, Dani Canada. Hey!
Hi, NeNe girl.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
It's time for All Things Tea.
Yes. Thank you for having me back. I'm happy
you
to
look
be here.
good.
That girl, do you like my bob?
I like your bob. It's not too tight.
It's not too tight, not completely folded under.
Not completely folded, honey. Thank God. Hallelujah.
Thank God, girl. That's all I cared about. I was like, is my bob completely folded under?
No.
Okay, good.
You just have a little bend.
Just a little bend.
And it looks good.
Thank you, girl.
And I really like
appreciate
it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Trying to keep up with you.
Well, you know. What's going on in the world of tea, honey?
Yeah, let's keep up with the news. I want to kick us off talking about Cardi B. Now, Cardi B, she's got a new boo, Stefon Diggs. They are Instagram official now.
I love it.
Yeah, she posted pictures of them yachting in Miami and showering her with roses. This comes amid her ongoing divorce from Offset and him requesting spousal support from him, from her actually. And so things are getting messy between them, but Cardi is living her best life. What do you think about Cardi?
I love it. Look, see, this is what I love.
Yes.
I love when the girls, can give it back to the guys.
Exactly.
They really need it. Because the guys actually, to me, I feel like they think they can move on right away. So I love it that Cardi is like, no. And I'm going to put this in your face. I really love it. I'm cheering for them.
I'm cheering for them too. You know, Offset is upset. He's saying it's a PR stunt. It's good rollout.
Well,
but I think they're genuinely happy and having fun. I don't know if they're serious.
Yeah, I love that. It looks like they're having fun.
Yes.
And that's important.
Yeah.
Because it's all new.
Yeah.
So when it's new, you should have fun and be attractive. She's up there throwing it back on him. I saw all of that. Okay, Cardi.
Yeah, I'm happy for her. I'm happy for Cardi.
I like it.
Yes.
And he ain't too bad on the eyes.
He's a cutie. Isn't he a cutie?
He's cute, but I have to say, I think that Cardi has like a type.
She does. You know, so you're
they're
a Sagittarius.
I'm a Sag.
So is Offset, and so is Stefon Diggs.
Oh.
Yeah, she likes y'all.
Well, honey, I'm a Sagittarius and date a Sagittarius, so I would have to give you a little bit of advice, Cardi. Be careful. Because those Sagittarius guys are cheaters.
Ooh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Oh, I've never dated one before.
Girl. I feel like they're cheaters.
Ooh, I'm a Virgo, so I don't know if I can handle that.
But Sagittarius and Virgos get along really well.
Okay, yes. I have some friends, but I've never dated one. So
I'm a Sag, but I'm a Sagittarius woman.
Yes, there's a difference.
But the Sagittarius men, honey.
You got to watch out for them.
Yes, God.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. So, we're talking about Offset, who has a ton of kids. Someone else who has a lot of kids is Cam Newton. He is in headlines as well. He was on the Dr. Jamal Bryant podcast, and he was discussing the biggest tackle he had to recover from. And it was being told that he's creating broken homes by having all of these children. Now, he's expecting his 9th child, his second with Jasmine Brown. And he said he didn't really think about it like that. He's trying to do better. But hearing that really stung. Now, some people would say he has all this money, he can take care of the kids. But others, like myself, would be like, but you need to be there in that home with your children. Do you think men like him having a plethora of children is creating broken homes?
Well, he's sure ain't creating none that speaks, don't seem like it.
That part.
No, but I think, listen, if you love children and you want to have 9 and 10 children, I mean, that's okay. But I would have to say, coming from a home where I didn't have my mom and father in the home, I would like it if the male was there with the child. Yeah. But there are circumstances where they just cannot be. True. And I understand that too, but 9 children is a lot of kids.
9 is a whole lot.
And if he really didn't think about it like that, then why don't he get fixed? Because you don't have to just keep having kids. You can get fixed.
You can, especially him. Yeah, it's not like you can't.
And then, you were saying that he has all of this money so he can take care of all of these children, where money doesn't always last forever.
It does not.
And I think that people, they think that because you are rich today, doesn't mean you're going to be rich next year. That's true. Because things happen, money go away, and, this is a lot of kids.
Yes, a ton of kids.
It's a lot of children. How many baby mamas is it?
3. 3. A couple of the kids are technically not his, but he claims them. But he has 4 with his first baby mama, 1 with the second, and then 2 with this third, and then the rest.
Was he married to any of them?
No.
Oh, Cam, now come on now. I know you're
Yeah.
gonna marry somebody.
Somebody.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
not really marriage minded.
Materia.
It's not in the cards for him. He's
Okay.
not. That's not what he wants.
Well, you
so.
know, marriage isn't for everyone.
That's true.
And I'm not against having a partner for life. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So
Pull a Oprah.
I get that part. But I've been in a marriage before.
Yes, you have.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you see both
But you know
sides.
what? If you know that you are not going to be a good spouse, then don't do it.
That part. Yeah. You
Yeah.
gotta. I could see that. I could take ownership for that. Like,
Yeah.
if you see it. Okay.
Yeah, if you know that it's not going to work for you, I would say don't do it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, because
Absolutely.
you're just going to bring somebody else hardship.
That part.
Yeah.
That part. Fair enough. Fair enough. Since we're talking about things people do, a lot of people leave negative comments on Instagram.
Of course.
Of course. And so Drea Michelle is talking about this. You know, she's 40.
Yeah.
Her boo is 23. And so she talks to Essence about disabling her comments because she said she doesn't want to hear the negativity. She doesn't want to see it. She just wants to post and go and live her life. Do you ever disable comments on your Instagram?
Well, I don't disable comments, but I'm NeNe now, okay? So I can handle a lot. And I've been
can.
doing this for a really long time. So people say all kind of things to me. And I actually welcome it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, and I'm okay with, I heard that people turn off their likes and
They
stuff.
do.
So I leave my likes on so you can see how many likes I get. You can see all the comments that I get. And I'm not afraid of a fight.
Yeah, you quite
So I just put all my stuff out there,
Yeah.
which is probably why I always made for a good reality star.
Always.
Because I just put my whole life out there on the line. So Drea is 40 years old. Her boyfriend is 23. I personally don't see anything wrong with it. Guys 40 date girls 23 all the time. And I mean, as a independent woman, I can do a whole lot of things that men do. So, you know, if
That's
I
our
wanted to
business.
date younger, which I do, and I will continue to.
Period.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
No, there's as long as you look good.
Yeah.
And you know, and the younger guys like it. I mean, I think it's okay.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
She's happy, he's happy.
But I
So,
understand her turning her comments off, turning
Yeah.
them off, because sometimes people say some really harsh things.
Absolutely they
Sometimes they say stuff and you look at it like, hold on now.
Yeah.
Don't make me come through this phone.
Yes.
But
She said she got to a point where she was running to check her phone to check out the comments, and she was
Yeah.
like, I don't want to be tied to this anymore. So she let it
no,
go.
I understand that. And he seems like he really likes her.
He does. He does.
So, I
he
mean-
has her tattooed on him, so he
Yeah,
likes some.
He like her, and they have a baby. And to me, she didn't look any older than him like
That's
that.
true.
To me, they look very close to the same age. So I think it's okay.
Yeah, best
Yeah.
wishes to her. Yeah.
Yeah. Kudos to you, honey, for getting that young thing. Okay,
Selling young thing thing.
I like it.
All right, let's switch gears. I mean, I have to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. If I'm
Oh
here with you.
Lord,
I
I'm talking
know.
about housewife. I'm okay with it.
Yes, good. I'm glad you are because you came up on Porsha Williams' YouTube channel. Now, first of all,
Oh,
it's
did
named.
I?
It's named after a quote you said. Don't make me call Porsha.
Don't make me call Porsha.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So don't make me call Porsha. Porsha said that she would be open to reconciling with you.
Of course she would, honey.
The last I checked, you guys weren't in the best place after the Upshaws when you said you didn't want to
Really?
share the spotlight.
Meow.
And so she said life is short. With the right conversation, you guys can get back on the same page.
Oh, Porsha, no, you didn't. No, you didn't say you would reconcile with one.
With what? With you, girl. Would you be open to
Well, of
that?
course you would, sweetheart. Because I never did shit to you
Well.
in the first place, okay?
Well.
So, yeah, of course you would. Listen, when I said what I said about Porsha, I say it again, because what happened, happened.
Yes.
Like, I'm not one of those people who just walk around in my everyday life just lying about stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it just don't work for me. I'd rather tell you the truth. Either, you know what? I'm really not a good liar. A lot of times when I lie, I laugh because I can't even believe I'm saying this shit.
Right, right.
Like, am I really telling y'all a lie right now?
Right.
So I just tell people what it is. And sometimes it comes off harsh.
Yeah.
A lot of times there's nothing really meant behind it from me. I kind of say stuff and just kind of move on, right? And sometimes other people don't move on. And I too have to learn not to be so harsh and so hard.
Yeah.
But I said what I said. It was the truth.
Said what you
It really
said.
happened. She was going through a divorce with Simon. I go through so many things in my life that I just keep to myself because I just keep them to myself, right? And I go through things. And a lot of times because you're a strong person and an independent person, a lot of people think that you're not going through anything or you don't hurt or, you know, they just don't check on you as much. My entire family is guilty of that. They be like, oh, please, NeNe will be fine.
Right, she's good.
Yeah, she's good. Leave her over
It
there,
all
child.
looks good on
Yeah,
social.
she's fine.
Yes.
And Porsha was going through a divorce, and I think she said something like, I didn't check on her or something like that. Girl, this ain't your first divorce, number one. And it's just, maybe I could have checked on her. I honestly didn't even think about it like that.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't. And at the same time, you just don't understand what other people are going through. I have been dealing with a lot over the past 4.5 years, probably a little bit longer than that. But I just continue to move forward and push forward. So sometimes I say to my friends, give them a little grace.
Yes.
Like, you don't know what the person is going through and what they're dealing with. So they forgot to call you or check in on you this time.
Right.
But if it was something that was consistently happening, then I see you saying, this is not a good friend of mine. But somebody that maybe missed it once or twice, to give them a little grace. Who knows what they were going through that day?
Yeah, yeah.
You
didn't
know,
have that
so
intention.
I don't have a problem with reconciling with Porsha, but I'm going to tell about herself first, honey. So when do you want to have drinks so we can fix this Porsha? Oh, welcome to the NeNe Leakes show, girl. Come on over.
Absolutely.
I love to have you, girl. And you know my number, so call me anytime. No hard feelings over here. We love you. Mwah.
Period. Now, I have to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion.
Yeah.
It is supposed to be taping this week.
Yes.
So there's a lot of buzz about the potential seating chart. No, you haven't been watching, but Shamia and Porsha, people are wondering if they're going to be on opposite ends of the couch, if they're going to be sitting together, because you know they have a strained friendship now because of Housewives. So people are wondering who's going to sit where and how it's going to work. When you were on Housewives, were you worried about always getting first chair, or were you just open to sitting anywhere near Andy?
I never thought about it. I was always in the first chair.
You didn't have to think about it. It was normal.
I was never a thought. I don't know. I never had to think. I never even, the reunion could be tomorrow. I never even thought where I was sitting. It was just never a thought. I think some of the other girls probably thought about where they would sit, but it was never a thought of mine. And there were times when I wish I wasn't sitting next to him, because usually the person that is sitting next to him is the one that's going to get the bullets.
That's the hot seat.
Yeah, so it's really the hot seat, and it's not a great seat to be in.
Yeah.
And so I was shot every season. So
You were.
But thinking about, you know, everything that I've seen go down social media, because I don't watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I see the clips.
Yes.
And I see the comments that people make. People think that I'm in a bad place with Bravo or NBC, and that is just not the case.
Thank you for clearing that up.
I mean, there's been so much talk. We've actually cleared all of our disagreements up. We've actually sat at the same table and worked through these things.
You did a whole special.
Yeah, we worked through all of that stuff. I did.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I think people are not thinking, I'm working for NBC. You know, when you see me hosting the Oscars or the Emmys on the red carpet, they own those carpets.
They do.
And if we were in some sort of beef, they would not have me on their carpets.
That part.
I just think that people don't really see it like that. They don't really get that NBC owns Bravo.
Yeah.
And but we're in an okay place. We are dating, if that's a thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's slow, but so far all is well.
Okay.
So if I'm thinking about the Real Housewives reunion, the two people that's had the most conflict will probably sit next to Andy.
Yes.
Certainly, Shamia and Porsha not being friends, they're going to be on separate couches.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
And so, in a
Teresa
way,
Dora's probably on a separate one.
when you look at it, sometimes it's kind of look like teams. Like all the girls that are kind of getting along are on this side, and all the kind of girls are getting along on that side. You know, like that, and you kind of go back and forth with the person that you're kind of sitting in the front of, kind of sorta.
Yeah.
And but at any moment, anybody could change.
Yeah.
But I could see Shamia and Porsha sitting beside Andy. But then in another breath, I can also see Angela Oakley.
Yes. she's had such a good season. I can see her being up there too.
Yeah, I can see her sitting there too. And
Well, listen, I'm glad you told me that you and Bravo are dating. I hope it turns into a full-fledged relationship.
I hope so too.
Because I would love to see you back on Housewives. It's where you belong.
Oh, you think so?
I do, absolutely.
Do I look like a housewife?
Are we serious? You look like a housewife. You talk like a housewife. Everything about you is housewife. This is the house you built, and we want to see you back on there
for a very long time. But thank you so much.
Yes,
we'll see what the future holds.
We will see. We will see. And thank you so much for having me as always.
Yeah, but I had a question for you too about the things that are happening. Diddy's trial is still going on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
And when it first started, of course, I was tuned in when they were talking about Cassie.
Yes.
And I was like, oh my God, And now they've moved on and done assistants, and now they're at Mia, which is one of his assistants. And it's so shocking to me because when I hear some of the names, some of these people I've come in contact with. Yeah. And so what are you guys over at Bossip are thinking about or saying about the Diddy and Cassie or the Diddy's whole trial himself?
Diddy trial.
I got to tell you one thing that was shocking to me, to know that he was fully gray. I said, these men be using that doggone black stuff, getting their hair
and
dark.
You can't get it in jail. So now we're really seeing the real Diddy, what he really looks like. That's true. That's
gray.
True. Yeah, fully gray. Fully gray.
Fully gray.
Fully gray.
Wow.
Yeah, the trial, every day there are just so many new updates. We heard from Mia, who said that she didn't want to tell Cassie about being allegedly sexually assaulted by Diddy. We're going to hear from another assistant who was a Jane Doe talking about her issues with Diddy that she had. And then, of course, we heard from Kid Cudi, who said that Diddy put a Molotov cocktail in his car after learning that he was dating Cassie.
That man was pissed.
Listen, so they're trying to show that he had a criminal enterprise. So that's what the prosecution is doing, and that's what all of this is really about. It's not necessarily the abuse. It's more so about he had a criminal enterprise. He had people helping him to do this. He had his previous assistant Capricorn Clark testify that he told her, get up, we're going to go to Kid Cudi's house and we're going to kill him. So that sort of thing. It's all
Diddy was
crazy.
out here doing it, wasn't he?
It was crazy.
And then showing up with some rock. He tried it.
He tried. He
girl,
tried all of it, girl.
I am in awe. So what are the people saying over at Bossip? Do they think he's going to get off? Because I know a lot of people are making predictions. Is he going to get off, or do they think that he's going to get some time?
There are people who think he's going to get off. There are people who think if he doesn't get off, that Trump is going to pardon him. And then there are people like 50 Cent who are like, if that happens, I'm going to call up Trump and I'm going to stop it myself.
Okay.
So there's lots going on there.
Well, Trump is out here pardoning people.
He is pardoning reality stars now.
Yes,
Todd
he
and
is.
Chrisley, they got pardoned.
They did, and I heard some commenters I saw where some people were commenting, pardon Karen Huger.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
I
Katie
saw
Ross
that too.
from Real Housewives of Potomac said that Trump should pardon Karen Huger.
Yeah.
We know she is in jail for DUI. And so I would love to see the Grand Dame get out.
Yeah.
But a part of me is also like, she needs to serve her time.
Yeah.
To, fully move on from this and truly learn the lesson, because this is not the first time she's had this happen.
Yeah. Well, I can't say, child. Listen, let all the people out. If it was up to me, I'd be open the door.
You get out. You get out.
Yeah, everybody come on back home. Yeah. I don't know what to do about that part.
Yeah.
But that was good.
Yeah.
So, Dani, thank you so much for coming. We love having you here, and you're welcome back anytime.
Thank you. I love being here. Thank you, NeNe.
Thank you. You're welcome. See you soon. Now, my next guest needs no introduction, because if you know, you know. So give a virtual round of applause for my girl, TS Madison.
That's right, honey. That's right. Honey, is it on? Is it on? Is this thing recording? What's up, YouTube land, Twitter land, Instagram land, Snapchat, Grindr, Scruff, BGC, Jack, Facebook, Periscope, and last but not least, Christian Mingle. This is your girl, TS Madison, coming to you loud, live, and always and forever in color from the NeNe Leakes show.
Ew.
Girl, Miss NeNe, your show has been...
Ooh, but first we got to talk about this beat you got over here. Beat.
Girl, listen, I had to throw me a little one, too. I can't sit next to the girl, honey, and not come up in here beat.
No, these lashes are good, too. This is a good pair.
Listen, the lashes, I feel like as long as they can see your eyes, they got to see your lash.
Okay.
Like when you're doing TV, film or anything, you have to have a sickening lash, girl. It has to be at least like, what is it, 25 millimeters? Something like that.
So? I don't wear them really long. I need some freaking eye drops, but I don't wear them that long. But yours look good.
What about during sex?
Oh,
Do you like your eyelashes? Do you like long, like beat lashes during sex?
I will have my makeup on.
Yeah, because I just feel like that when you're with a guy, and I
Yeah.
think that what happens with ladies a lot is that ladies tend to get with their guy and they get
Comfortable. Yeah.
That what can we say here?
You can say whatever you want to
Oh,
say.
well, listen, when them niggas, when listen, when you get a nigga, it's the way you get a nigga, you gotta keep him that way. It's not always telling ladies that like you always gotta be beat or painted up or given the experience, given the trainee experience, bitch.
Yeah, but you
gotta
still need to
give
keep yourself
some
together.
up. So, I think ladies get very complacent when they deal with their man or whatever. Like, I'm not a man expert. I could be.
You could be.
I
What do
could
you
be.
mean you're not a man expert?
Oh, I'm not a man expert. I mean, even though I was a sex worker for a very long time.
Yeah, you said that.
And I'm into mainstream entertainment and stuff now. But I still feel that as I try to tell ladies to, always be aesthetically pleasing to a gentleman.
Yeah.
Even if you plus size. Like over the years, I've gained so much weight. And you know what it is? And I know people out there watching like, oh, she's so fat, she's so this and other. It's the hormones.
Okay.
Like
not you. It's your hormones.
No,
okay.
estrogen.
Oh,
I take
it.
estrogen.
Okay, you do.
And it's like it has added an extra layer of meat on me.
Oh, really?
And so that's why I like a
Are
skinny.
you more hungry?
Yes.
You are?
I can eat.
That means that you're more hungry, honey.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me retain weight a lot. And then, there was a time when I didn't have as much as I have now. And so I was more smaller. I think the more financially stable I got, the more lazy I got.
Yeah.
I got lazy.
Well, you probably got better and started eating better and just doing things different.
Richer.
Yeah, and doing things differently.
Like I watched you have was that Saks Fifth Avenue cater your Thanksgiving or Christmas?
Neiman Marcus.
Neiman Marcus.
Yeah.
And I seen them saying this shit was actually good.
Well, you know what? They didn't cater my Thanksgiving. They catered Thanksgiving Eve.
Oh.
Yeah, because I had friends over Thanksgiving Eve, and then on Thanksgiving Day, we actually cooked and we had all the food. But
well,
we had
that's
all
what
the
you do
country
when
you start making
when you're
dollars.
a rich bitch. Wait a minute.
Right.
Wait. See, I'm rich. NeNe is very rich, bitch.
No, that would be you.
Well, I'm working on that.
Yeah, I heard you bought a new house.
I did. I bought a new house. Also, my old house I put up for
sale?
charity.
Oh, wait a minute now, not for charity.
Well, it's for a good cause. I partnered with a group organization called NASM Inc.
Okay, you're doing the home.
Yeah, and I'm doing the starter house for system impacted Black transgender women. Especially,
now, how does that work? So you mean for them that they're in danger? Or?
Yeah, because Black transgender women are highly in danger and system impacted by being ex-sex workers or incarcerated. And so what I'm trying to do is reform the girls. Like I don't want to be the only girl out here just moving and shaking after sex work. I want the girls to know that you can utilize more things outside of sex work. Let that be the second choice.
You guys can't have that house in any neighborhood, can you?
We've gotten the permits and all that stuff done. Like we went through the channels to do all that stuff to make sure that it's good. So yes.
So are you handpicking these people? Because everybody ain't ready.
No, we're not letting everybody come in there.
Right.
We are doing extensive interviews and we're having the girls sit down. We're going over the past. Because listen, if they're disenfranchised or their system impacted, of course they come with baggage.
Yes,
so
they
we're
do.
not going to just let the girls come through their honey that just got out of prison. They done stabbed the bitch 14 times.
Right,
Girl, they just
exactly.
gonna move in the house.
Right, that wouldn't be good. Right.
Because then I had to come over there and fuck them up in my, that's still my house.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, do you think you will open up more of these across
Yes,
the country?
I do plan on doing that. I do. My manager is not only she's a event planner, she also is in real estate. So we're going to get a couple of houses together, and flip them, and also add it to our wealth. And here and there we'll probably take one out of the bunch and do another starter house. But what I wanted to do was make sure that we did this in the public, so that because of the way that the administration is now, we need to lead by example and show other prominent people,
Right.
This is how you give back to your community. Yeah.
Well, you're on one of my favorite shows.
What is it?
RuPaul Drag Race.
Yes. Yeah, I'm a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm a permanent rotating judge on RuPaul's Drag Race. I really wish my schedule was open enough so that I can sit there and do a whole season, but my schedule is not, you know, open enough.
So how long you been doing it?
It's been about since season 13.
Okay.
I think 13. Now we're on season 18.
Okay.
Right now.
So you've been there for a while.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So is it fun? Do they really look this amazing?
Well, they do look amazing, but they also, I think that this last season has been kind of like the most drama filled. Like the girls are back having a little tussle in the back, you know?
Yes.
And, you know, sometimes people think that stuff is like overproduced and they get, you know, lost in the production of it.
Yeah.
But the girls have been turning it, you know, this season. And I do think that our last winner was Anya Nerve. And I knew when she walked into the competition that I knew she, which I shouldn't say because I don't want the people to think that it was rigged.
Right.
But I just knew by her charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, which is her cunt, that
she was
she
going to
was
be one
going
of
to
the
win.
ones.
Yeah, I knew it.
She was going to be one of them ones.
I know.
I get it. So you are headed back to do this season.
Yeah.
This is season 18.
Yeah, season 18 and All Stars 11. We're filming now too.
Okay, I love it.
Yeah.
Well, you know you can't sit in this chair
Without being with a little mess.
without me asking you about Pride. This is Pride Month. And I know you've been out on the road.
I have.
You was out there with your girl, not your girl, but you was having some conflict with
No,
Pride,
what happened
weren't you?
was, okay, so DC Pride just honored me with the TS Madison Day.
Yeah, I've been to DC Pride before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, and I saw you on the float. Yes. DC Pride honored me with the T.S. Madison Day, which is May 23rd. I got a
Okay.
proclamation. I have a day in D.C.
That's very nice.
You know, so we gonna barbecue. We gonna fry some chicken. You know what I'm saying? We gonna celebrate Pride every May 23rd. I was booked and busy, like I'm always booked and busy.
I love you. You booked and busy.
Booked and busy. We're going to talk about these movies and these television shows and all this
Yes.
stuff that I'm doing, producing, and starring in. And so, you know, here's the thing about Pride. Every gay person is not every gay person's friend. Every trans person is not every trans person's friend.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, I know what tends to happen with Pride is that Pride usually books entertainers and artists and stuff like that, you know, the subsidiary. So I was in the main Pride. That other person,
Wasn't.
no, she was booked. She was a subsidiary. She was the party,
Oh, the party side.
and which is okay because I've been the party too.
Yeah, me too.
My thing is, I was accused. We talking about Kaya, right? Yeah, we're talking about
that's right,
Kaya.
yeah,
I'll say it. You don't have to.
Kaya.
We're talking about Kaya, who I used to do the Queen's Court show with or whatever, and we were booked. Well, she was booked. We weren't booked together. We've never ever been booked together.
Yeah.
You know, since we split up. So she was booked. I don't give a damn because she's booked.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't work for a bucket of chitlins.
Yeah.
She
Not a
was
bucket
booked
of
for. I don't work for a bucket of chitlins or lemon pepper wings, honey, or and hot sauce, bitch. That's not my booking fee.
Okay.
So I don't know that they scrabbled up some coins and they got her over there to get on stage and perform. Instead of her taking her moment to get on stage and perform her song,
Yeah.
you know, instead of her taking that moment to do that, she took it upon herself to air out that I've been trying to stop her bag and I've been working behind the scenes. Ma'am, which is my camera, ma'am, ma'am, I am too booked and too busy to be arguing with bitch about a bucket of lemon pepper wings, a bowl of chitlins, and $2,500.
Not 2,500.
Please.
Okay.
This wig right here this is a $2,500
Yeah,
wig.
I was about to ask you how you
You don't
get
see all
wig
this
like
hair?
this. Dang, I want mine to be
Girl,
full
you don't
like
see my
this.
girl did that over there.
Yes.
Listen.
Let-
So this is the thing. Kaya and I had a great thing when we were together.
Yeah, you guys
We-
really did.
NeNe.
Honestly, I liked it. Although you guys tried to read me a
We
couple
did. We don't
times.
listen. We don't read everybody's
Yeah,
shit. We listen.
yeah.
NeNe,
Y'all
we
tried
read
it.
each other.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Y'all definitely read each other.
We don't. you know. Listen, I'm Mandy, man, whore, man, dingo, man. Listen, and what
Y'all were fun.
Listen, but what she doesn't know is that every time she reads me, I put it on a T-shirt. I take every read she give me, I trademark it, and I make money from it.
Right,
Thanks,
okay.
bitch. You know, you got to be smart in a business like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't take the shit personal or whatever. At first, I took it personal because we were
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
And we had a thing together.
Yeah.
You know what it's like having
Yeah,
a
you
thing
guys.
together
Yeah.
and then restarting it all,
All
over
over
or
again.
whatever.
Yeah.
So she said that I stole it from her. The last time I checked, The Queen's Court was a show that had Miss Delicious on it. It had Tamar on it. It had Nivea on it.
Oh, okay,
and that
good.
was on Peacock.
Oh.
And Will Packard acquired that.
Oh, the Queen's Court, yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There was a dating show. So who stole from her?
Yeah, Queen's Court, yeah.
Will Packard acquired that.
Okay.
So if any pressure she need to have, she need to have pressure at Will Packard.
Okay.
Because I didn't own the name. After we split, I dropped the shit and moved on about my business. I didn't even fight for it or whatever.
Right.
But that's what I was trying to fight against. People coming through, taking an already built up name and entity and just making a show out of it.
Yeah.
So my thing is, girl, you mad at the wrong bitch.
Right.
So after you finish eating this last bucket of chicken wings, girl, and sopping down that last spoonful of chitlins, girl, from Pride that they sent home with you, you need to get over there and figure out how much Will Packard owe you and how much Will Packard done took from you, because TS ain't took nothing
Well,
from you.
I'm sure if Will Packard is using the name, that he's trademarked it.
Hey, that's on him.
Yeah, I'm sure, because they have it on television, and you usually don't do those shows without trademarks.
Correct.
Yeah.
Had I been involved, we would have had a battle.
Right.
Had I been involved, we would have battled that out on the floor about that.
Okay.
But because I felt that she was always too busy letting other people blow smoke in her ear, and, you know, granted, I'm going to say great things, because you can't tear a bitch down without lifting them up.
Right.
That one song is amazing, and it has gotten her through many a hardship. It's gotten her a new truck, hopefully. Hopefully she's
not a new truck.
Hopefully she's parked that Astro van on the side. Hopefully she's backed that up over there to that cabin that cabin in the woods that she stayed.
No.
Hopefully that she's done those things and it's done.
Well,
because the paperwork was left at my house, so I know what percentage did she get from the stuff, because all that stuff was left over there to the house.
Yeah.
My thing is,
You guys used to live together?
no, she used to be at my house all the time.
Okay.
You know that beautiful background that was going on? That was an already established product when she walked in the door.
Okay.
Because she's under the assumption, and her followers are under the assumption that I had nothing going on until she walked in the door.
Okay.
Granted, NeNe, I'm going to be a real bitch.
Yeah.
We lifted each other up.
Yeah. You guys
From where we
did.
were. There were people that didn't know about me, that pulled in. There were people that didn't like her that were smoothed over,
Right.
and they loved us together. They loved the machine that we had together.
Yeah, I liked you guys together as well.
It didn't work.
Yeah, I understand that.
I was accused of stealing.
Yeah.
Holla at Will Packard. The things didn't happen. We split up. You see how, because this isn't our first time sitting together.
Yeah.
This is an upgrade.
Yeah.
You see how you wanted to upgrade and make your things look good, and to put it out there. This is what I wanted to do, because when you have a vision, but sometimes you get into a partnership with a person that doesn't share the same vision
Yeah,
that you have.
that's true. We don't have the same hustle,
Right.
and that's okay.
And it's okay.
Yeah, we hustle differently.
But when you get to Pride,
yeah.
perform your song, eat your chicken wings, swallow your chitlins, and don't say shit about me.
Right.
My problem was not her having a vocal screaming to the audience about me. My problem, for those of you that were taking pieces of the videos and stuff like that and doing your own rundown, my problem was she said I tried to stop her bag. The promoters know that I've never reached out to them. They know that I've never called, communicate. I'm too busy to be calling them.
You didn't even know she was going to be
Well,
there.
I saw it like it was supposed to.
Like
actually,
flyers.
I thought it was satire.
Okay.
Because ain't nobody booking Kaya.
You thought it was satire.
I thought it was satire. As much as she said sissies, punks, faggots, trannies, bull, I would think that the people would hear that and be like, oh, okay, well, But they didn't. And I'm not trying to convince them to hear something that they don't want to hear. Just keep my name out of the situation. Bitch, if you've gotten your bag, I'm not wasting my time doing that. And I'm only here reading the situation because that was the last thing that happened, and you have a platform that people watch. And I'm going to say, girl, I'm not thinking about your money. I make my own money. I do my own thing.
Well, let me ask you, when people use, I'm asking because I honestly do not know. 'Cause some people feel some kind of way, some people don't. When people use gay slurs, do they bother you? Some people they bother, and some people be like, I don't care.
Here's the thing. Something you said the last time you and I spoke. You said, Madison, I've been doing TV and I've been in the media
a lot.
couple decades now. Ain't shit nobody can say that can hurt my feelings. I'm NeNe Leakes.
Right. Well, I'm kind of numb to it.
Yeah,
Like
you said that, and for a moment it made me step back and say, "Bitch, I'm TS Madison."
Right.
Currently, my voice is on tour with Beyonce right now.
Right.
I'm collecting mechanical royalties because I said I'm dark brown, dark skin, light skin, beige, fluorescent beige, bitch. I'm black. I was collecting mechanical royalties on the Renaissance tour. I'm collecting mechanical royalties on the Cowboy Carter tour.
Okay.
So there's so much going on. I got television shows that I'm producing coming down the line. I have philanthropy work that I'm doing. It's too much stuff. So somebody calling me a faggot, a dude, a man in a wig, a boy, a fat this and the other. There was a time that I would sit in there and be like that, but then I'm looking at who's saying it.
Yeah, and then you also should kind of own it.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I'm saying? When people say certain things, NeNe, whatever. Well, like you said, you make a T-shirt out of it. Own it. Just go ahead, own it.
Yes.
Well, I can be fat, bitch, fat and beautiful.
Yeah.
Just own it.
Because I know we was on Fag Talk, because I want to address this while I'm here. We were on Fag Talk, and we were talking about, how beautiful you are and how you've gotten
Yeah, you called me a tranny.
I did. I said trainee. There's a difference.
What's a trainee?
Well, I'm a trainee.
Okay.
So I said you were giving trainee. When you give trainee, bitch,
You giving it.
you're giving it.
Okay, put me up on game.
Bitch, I'm talking about trainee. Bitch, I'm talking about the girl that's gonna stay, because you know the,
put me up on game.
the trainees that are turning. These girls are standing in the heel. They stand in the lash.
But I
they
didn't even care. I don't really care.
But we were not.
Because people be caring when
But no,
other
NeNe,
people
this is
don't
the thing.
care.
I wanted to make sure I talked about this with you.
Make
we
me
were not
understand
calling
it.
you a man.
Right.
Because
okay.
you are all woman.
Right,
You're
I am.
Amazon woman.
Yeah.
So we were not calling you a man. We were saying, bitch, how beat you are.
Yeah.
We were saying this bitch is beat.
Right.
That bitch is in her lash. She's in her shoe.
Right.
That bitch is in her
Yes,
hair.
so she been in her lash and shoe. I'm gonna use that from now on. Being in my lash and being in my shoe. I'm gonna be from now on using it. I'm in my lash and I'm in my
lash.
shoe.
She's in her shoe.
Yes.
She's sitting up under that mug.
Thank you.
Bitch.
I'm in my wig.
Bitch, she's up under that
in
hat.
my lash and in my shoe. I got
She is sitting up under that mug. That's what we were saying.
There you go.
The people were so busy because they try to say like we girls that are trans are like we're men. Okay, we were born male.
Right.
Yes, we were born male.
Right.
But bitch, when you giving trainee,
you're giving.
You're giving.
Right, you're giving.
You're giving.
I got it.
You're giving.
Okay,
honey.
I got it.
When you was walking down that
so
street,
this
honey,
is what I need for you to understand. I don't want you to let people say things and it bother you. I would be really. I know you're human, so am I.
Yes.
I'm really surprised that you feel some kind of way sometimes.
I did at first because it's just like people
But
don't.
this goes back to me telling you, TS, and some of the people I've told. This goes back to your strong friends. People be thinking because we're so strong that we don't feel some kind of way sometimes.
Yeah, we do.
And sometimes you do. You be like, I have feelings too.
Well, especially when there are people out there that are hell-bent on perpetrating or telling a false narrative
about you.
This is like when they're hell-bent, like people were trying to spin my words on you saying that you're a,
I never
you
care.
are a woman.
I never care.
Ma'am, you are a female.
Please understand, I never
I got
care.
it, NeNe, but I'm here.
I just said we got to ask TS so she can tell us
in
what this means, but I really don't
But
care.
I'm here in your face, clearly up telling you. You've been walking. We've been seeing. We've been seeing your illusions. We've been seeing your.
Come for the illusion, honey.
I'm here to give. We've been seeing those shoes.
I'm giving you the illusion. I'm in my wig.
You've been sitting up under that lash.
Yes, under my lash. I'm gonna be saying that from now.
She's been sitting up under that shoe.
I'm saying that when I leave.
She's been sitting up under that mug, bitch, and it was given the grand.
I'm posting a picture today, and I'm gonna say sitting up under my lash.
But that's what it was. And there were so many people that was like trying to spin it online. It was like, girl, y'all stop this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop it. Like,
but when you do your show, when you do your podcast, you should say whatever you want to say.
I do.
You should.
I do.
And however you want to say it, because these people are saying whatever they want to say, right?
Yeah.
And they're spinning the narrative however they choose to spin it. So you should say whatever. I got to ask you, go back to the girl you was working with before, Kaya. Do you respond to everything?
Not everything. I only responded to that. And it wasn't because she, and here, so that the record can be clear. It wasn't because she was calling me a man. It wasn't because she was saying, Mr. Sir, boy in a wig. It wasn't because of that. Because that doesn't faze me.
Right.
It was because she told a lie and said that I
tried to
couldn't
stop her
touch
bag.
her money.
Okay.
First of all, she's a black woman in America. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck what me and that hoe going through.
Right.
I don't care.
Right.
She's a black woman in America. If she gotta eat her chitlins and her motherfucking lemon pepper wings, I ain't trying to stop that. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right.
You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Even when we split up, I didn't read that bitch until she started talking about my mama.
Okay.
And yes, for those out there in the comments that's gonna be talking about I wore her grandkids out, bitch, stay off of my mama.
Right.
My mama is my backbone. My mama is my rock. If nobody else in this world fuck with me, Miss Mary fucks with me.
Right.
And so because Miss Mary fucks with me, she know that's the only thing that really draws me to a dark place. And she'll always hit my mama up. My mama in a chair. Bitch, my mama may be in a wheelchair. But bitch, she is in a luxury wheelchair. Maybe we need to let you borrow it so we can put it up under your grandbaby's eye and it'll drive right back to this one so they can be even the next time that they looking at you, bitch.
Not.
The next time, borrow my mama's expensive wheelchair to drive your grandbaby's eye back in its place, in its proper place, so that they can look at you when they saying, Grandma. That's my thing. Stay off of my mama. Stay off her, cause my mama has never tore her up. My mama ain't never said no ill shit about her. You know what I'm saying? Whatever pressure me and her got, that we got that.
Yeah.
Every time she hit my mama, I'm hitting her grandkids. Every time she hit my mama,
But for real though,
I'm hitting her,
on the real
I'm
deal.
hitting her door.
Yeah.
Every time she hit mama, because I ain't even got on her son.
Wait now.
I ain't even dug deep. Look at you. I ain't even dug. But it's just we don't go do your thing in life. And listen, I know I hit that bitch so hard because that bitch ain't called me in 10 years.
She called you?
That bitch called my phone. We
she-
ran down the street. My phone ain't ring from her. She left that house and blocked me. That bitch ain't called me in 10 years. She picked up her phone to read because I was pouring tea. I told her about that vitamin water that she lost money with that nigga
the vitamin water.
that she was laying up with, honey, that was in love with Kevin Gates, that got Kevin Gates' name tattooed on the side of his neck and laid back down in the bed with her and spun up all her money
laid
over
back
there.
down in the bed.
And so we need to talk about the real reason why she don't like punks. But that's another story. My thing is, say what you want to say about me on stage. Get your bag. But bitch, don't tell these people I tried to stop no money from you. I believe in the law of reciprocity. What would it gain for me to try to stop you from working? That ain't gonna do nothing but fall back on me.
But here's the deal, though, for real. You will not really respond to everything.
No, I
You
don't-
just responded to that because of the money situation.
Yes, because it's
otherwise
like,
you would never respond.
She could have called me 60
Yeah.
men. She gonna get after this. She gonna get on there and call me 60 men, big dick nigga. She gonna say all that.
Big dick?
Yeah, because
Oh.
because that is true. I am a big dick bitch.
I
But-
live
Yeah,
for you to
yeah.
be a bitch with a big dick.
That is true. But she can say all of that. But lady, don't sit up here. And it wasn't even her. It was the people that knew I didn't contact them.
Right.
It was the people that knew that I didn't call
But they
them.
couldn't stand up and get in that.
Yes, they could have said, or
Why?
they could have released a statement and said, hey, y'all,
But why?
well, it's because
What if they felt like you, like, I just want to be out of it. I don't want to be involved in it. What if they wanted to just be
they're
out?
in it because she's saying that I blocked her back. So they're in it.
Yeah,
What they're saying is,
I don't want to just get involved in this, you know?
NeNe,
Because-
listen, if somebody that you don't work with, because I've worked with these people before,
Yeah.
if someone you've worked with has your number, knows your team, knows who's calling
Well,
from
did
your
you
team-
reach out to them?
No.
Okay.
Why?
Because you said you wanted them to say something.
Well, I posted. Like, why you niggas ain't up here
Saying something.
saying something? I don't
Because
give a
you
fuck
know-
what this regular
right.
ass tired motherfucking nappy neck
Right.
ass bitch saying. I don't give a fuck what she's saying. Why you niggas not up here saying
Right. This
that
is not true.
TS Madison didn't
Right.
contact us?
Right.
Because then you start putting a narrative out. NeNe, what if somebody say, oh, well, you left here and it's just like, because they know you got power behind the scenes.
Right.
They know this. NeNe Leakes called and said that
And
you got to deal with this everywhere you go.
I get it.
You know.
Yeah.
And
they could at least stood up
and
for
say,
you.
no, that's not true.
Right, because you don't want to go to the next appearance where people are now feeling like TS stops money.
Yeah.
You know, she stops your opportunity, you know, when you're going to the next place.
I don't give a fuck about nothing my enemy is doing. Bitch, get money, bitch. In the words of that regular asshole, get money, bitch.
Right.
Get money.
I get it. I get it.
But don't be sitting up here telling these lies and shit like that.
But
we both have a fan base, NeNe.
Yeah.
That do vile shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know when your fans crazy, your fans because all her fans be reporting my pages.
Mm-hmm.
My fans be reporting her shit. So we can't help it. We're two entities.
Yeah.
So your fans, you got crazy fan bases that do shit like that. So I don't tell them to do that.
Will you move on from it?
I've been moved on. It's that hoe. She got on stage and wasted. Do your song, hoe.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk about me.
Move on.
I got a whole day in D.C.
Yeah.
You got chitlins.
Uh-uh.
Do your song.
So move on from it.
Yeah.
I think so. I think it's best to move on from it.
So since we're talking about moving on.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something since we were talking about moving on. I wanted you to tell us about the Outlaws podcast.
Yes, the Outlaws podcast is a podcast I've got to deal with iHeart. And I got a really...
Oh, you got to deal with iHeart.
Oh, yeah, I got a really
That's
major
really
deal with
nice.
iHeart, yes.
Yeah.
So who has time to stop chitlins?
Well, what are y'all going to be talking about?
We've been talking about... Miss Tina came in. She was my first guest, Beyonce's mother.
Yeah.
We talked about matriarch, and we also found out that it was also featured on The View.
Yes. Uh-huh.
We have Wayne Brady has been on there.
I like Wayne.
We got Representative Jasmine Crockett on there.
Yeah.
We've had Chappell Roan. Like, I have an array of guests, and this is why I want you to come on there because
I'm happy to.
The podcast is not shady, and the reason why I called it Outlaws is because we talk about things that have gotten us into a space where people have kind of like tried to ostracize us for us being who we are or being what we are, and we talk about stuff like that, you know, and just. People get in there and they share deep things with me because I have the ability to sit down with people and people will get naked with me. I think it's because they met me naked.
And they also feel comfortable.
Got to.
Yeah, feel comfortable.
Because here's the thing. If I said something, I'm going to own it. Just like I said. Oh, girl, we said trainee, but here's the reason why.
Right.
So if I said something, I own it. If I did something wrong to somebody and somebody be like, bitch, you said, I'm like, hold on, let me check myself. Wait a minute, I might have was wrong with that, or I was, you know. You know, I would say that. And I'm not afraid of nobody in no place that I go.
Yeah, but you are doing big things.
Yes. I'm also in the movie.
It's certain things you just can't say. And certain stuff you just can't answer to everything. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you
I'm telling you because you're going somewhere.
I get that.
And
NeNe,
you gotta
right?
not.
I get that.
Yeah.
But as powerful and big as your personality is, you gonna let a bitch know you're not gonna be able to do. You're not gonna do this to me.
Yeah, I used to. Now I don't even say nothing.
Girl.
I don't feel like.
Sister, listen to
me. I be tired and everything.
I know we be tired, but this is the thing. What I don't want to ever get into a space of where I'm so mainstream.
Yeah.
Where
you're just not you.
Where they have control over everything.
Yeah.
If I want to get up one day and say, "Eat my shit, nigga." If I want to get up and say, kiss my entire, I want to be able to do that.
You want to wake up and say it.
If I feel this way.
Yeah.
And this is why people have been calling for me to be canceled about a lot of shit I've said. Hell, I've read girls, I've read women, I've read men, I've read black women, I've read black men, I've read trans, I've read stuff. So people have been calling for me to be canceled about a lot of things that I say. And I tell them, listen, God gave me this. He gave me this filthy ass mouth. He gave me my motherfucking goddamn charisma. He gave me the authority to create my own lane, and that's what I've done. And you ain't gonna be able to take that from me, no matter.
But you do understand, in certain situations, it's just sort of like, don't respond, or
I don't need all the time. I don't. I don't.
I'm telling you not to.
I know. I'm listening to an OG, and I don't. I don't, NeNe. I don't. I'm trying to get better.
Yeah. Some stuff just forget.
Because it's a lot of things that I be want to respond to with a lot of narratives that be spent about me. But then it gets to a place where it's just like, well, people going to believe what they want. Sometimes people have already built up this thing like, I believe that this is what happened. So no matter if you brought receipts, it doesn't matter because I believe that this is what happened.
Well, I always say, I give you a chance to say what you're going to say. Say it, and I'm not going to respond. I might even give you a second chance, but when it's my turn to talk, don't get mad at what I'm about to say, okay? Because I let you say it, all the stuff you want to say, so I get to say what I want to say.
In the words of NeNe Leakes, I said
what I said. And we're not going to change it, okay? We ain't changing now, right? That's how that go. I'm telling you now. We're not going to change it. This is what we said. We said what we said,
said
and
what I
that's it.
said. Yeah.
And we're not changing
Yeah.
it, okay?
So
Go
I
ahead.
want to talk to you about. I'm in an upcoming film. It's called Noah's Ark.
Yeah, I wanna
Noah's
ask
Ark
you
is
some
coming out on
questions.
Paramount Plus, June 20th. It's a show that was out back then when I was finding myself, and a lot of queer people were finding themselves. And so I've been added to the cast. My character is Lady Genevieve, and I'm so excited because that's the next thing that's coming out. I'm so excited for it because the new kids get the opportunity to see a lot of the new queer people get a chance to see a lot of themselves in the characters, the older characters, and the new characters that are brought to the show. Yeah.
Well, I want to ask you a few questions,
Yes, I
and
like
that
this.
some of the fans have. One of the things is that you've said before that you was a sex worker.
Yes.
What does that mean?
I was a sex worker. I was a prostitute. I've done adult film, and I didn't just do them. I owned it. It was my intellectual property.
A sex worker, like you walk the street
I walked the streets too,
and then let somebody pick you.
and pick me
you.
up.
Not pick me
Pick me
up.
up, honey.
And
Come
then,
on.
and then what
Take
we went?
me off to the bushes, and we handled that.
Not to the bushes.
And we handled that.
For
And-
real?
Yes. And here's
Now, how did that feel?
well, it felt like it felt good because actually that's some of the best thing you'll ever have is that street dig. It's like going to another country having street food.
Not the street, dig.
It's gonna tear your stomach up, but it's some good food.
Oh! Not tear my stomach
It's gonna
up.
tear your
honey.
stomach up. It's gonna be some good food. But NeNe, this is the thing about it is I'm very vocal about that, and I'm very open about those things because I'm not ashamed. Because here's the thing: you'll get into a mainstream space, and people will be like, "You're a porn star. You telling something you can't tell my story. I'll
Yeah.
tell it."
Yeah.
And it's awarded me to partner with Lee Daniels.
Yes.
And Lee Daniels and I are making a biopic series about my life as a sex worker.
Well, let me ask you this about sex work, because I ain't never been a sex worker
You just was
before.
a dancer,
I was a dancer.
but that's a part of sex work.
You think so?
Yes.
I wasn't addicted or anything.
Well, I wasn't addicted to the
I
sex.
just needed to pay for school and then went on.
Well, I needed to pay for housing and living. And until Vine came along,
Yeah.
that's when my trajectory changed. Like 6 seconds changed my life.
Were you addicted to it though?
As a sex worker, I became numb.
Yeah.
I'm
I can see that.
In this space and time in my life right now, I'm learning how to have emotions for people,
Yeah.
for other human beings.
Yeah.
Because when you have people touch you,
Yeah.
or especially men,
Yeah. Yeah.
men lie when they wake up.
Yeah. Oh, they lie when they wake up.
They wake up and it's done told it's this lie.
Well, let me call this fool back. He
Yeah,
was
he
lying
lied.
this morning.
He lied this morning.
you
You gotta understand that you become so numb, like you are numb
Yeah.
to the ridicule
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
You become numb. Like people will try to put their emotions and their feelings on you, and I'm now. It's like if you had cancer. I don't know if anybody out there has ever had cancer.
My husband had cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember him going through it and he developed
Yeah, he
neuropathy?
did. Yeah, in
Is
his
that
hands.
the word?
Yeah, it's
neuropathy, right?
yeah. Your tips are numb.
You're numb. Your feet is
Yeah,
numb. Your fingers are numb.
yeah.
Like everything is
Yeah,
numb.
yeah.
And it's just like after the chemo and he started getting himself together.
Yeah.
This is what this chapter of my life has been like for me. Is learning how to reconnect my feelings and emotions to humans, to people, because I didn't have it.
Well, are you still having sex?
Yes.
You are, and you feel it. I mean, I mean,
I like
when I
this
say you
question.
feeling
No,
it, like
I like this question.
I mean, like, are you in it? I guess.
I like this question.
Like you in it.
I do like this question because I'm going to answer it with a very honest answer. It's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard to try to connect them because I've been so accustomed to men giving me money
Right.
that if and this is why I'm very meticulous about who I have sexual intercourse with, because what tends to happen is I have a thing like you've used me.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because
I
I've
can
been
understand that.
I've been accustomed to being, paid, and so a person laying down having a sexual encounter with me and didn't
Yeah.
give me anything. So I'm very meticulous. I'm like, nah, and I'm in this space now. You have to worship me.
Right, that's true.
I need to be worshipped.
Well, you say it's big. They probably
It
really
is.
like it.
It bought me a house. It bought me the first house.
Wow.
It bought me the first house.
Yeah, so you use it?
Yes.
You use it.
Viciously.
Wow. I could see you being like not connecting and being really mean with it.
Yes.
No.
Get on your knees and eat.
Ooh.
Is you hungry?
Ooh.
Get on your knees and eat, nigga.
Ooh.
Separate,
I love that.
Separate.
But you don't, I get it. I get
but
that you're not
this is why I
in it.
like dominant women. Like I'm very drawn to women who are in control. Like I like women who command a presence. I like women who know what they want and who is not needy for a man.
Have you ever slept with a woman?
I've never been with a woman. Well, hold on.
No, I mean sexually, for real.
Hold on, I gotta add this up. Okay, the year. I've been with a couple, and we talk about it in my book that's being made too.
Like had sex.
Yeah, I've been with a couple, but I couldn't function with her because I'm not sexually attracted to women.
Right.
But when she saw
How nice and
how
strong
well endowed I
it
was, honey,
yeah.
she was like, ooh, she asked him, because she get on. I was like, no, ask him. Ask me.
Right.
I know y'all using me, but this still mine.
That's how you feel.
Yeah,
That's how you feel.
I felt. I know y'all using me, but this still mine.
That's how you feel.
That's how I felt.
I want you to not feel that way.
Now I'm getting better. Like I'm getting to a space where, like, if I have a sexual, it's like, okay, I might like you a little bit.
Now you think they use you because of the size?
The size, the aura, the energy, the dominance. You know what I'm saying?
You must be hung.
I have a little piece.
Wow.
I got a little piece. I mean, listen, when I lose some weight, bitch, I'm gonna gain about 3 more inches.
Yeah. Wow. So you're not in a serious relationship.
Oh,
You're exclusive with someone?
I have moments.
Yeah. Moments of exclusivity.
It's all my
No.
niggas got to go home.
Well, I ain't mad at that. They can go home.
Yeah, they got to go home.
But is it like one you favor over all the
yes,
others?
there's a few I favor over others, but this one
Yeah.
one I favor. And here's the thing about that: I don't know how to be a wife, so
you
they
don't?
got to have somebody that's gonna do them duties.
Why you don't know how to be a wife?
Listen,
You look like a
I
wife.
can be,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna call the maid, and then she gonna do the cooking and frying and shit. I ain't doing all that.
You look like a wife.
I can be,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I'm the wife that's gonna dress up and tell you to get down and eat.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do the cooking.
No,
and
I'm not
cleaning.
doing that. I'm not ironing
Yeah.
no clothes, and I'm not doing all that. Now I'll hold you down,
Yeah.
and I'll lead you in a direction financially where you can get money, because I'm gonna need that.
Well, do you want to be a parent?
Maybe in 10 years, when I'm 56,
You think so?
58 or something like that. Maybe when I'm close to 60, probably.
You think you might want to be a parent?
Maybe.
Maybe. You're not 100%
Maybe. I'm not
sure.
100% sure. My niggas got kids.
Okay. So you can play parent for a
I
little while.
wave at them and stuff like, hey, kid, hey. All my niggas got kids.
Okay, so do you like men who, I hear a lot of gay guys say, no, I like straight men. And I'm like, that man is not straight.
Well, I'm
And
a trans woman. So,
I think they like
so me and a gay guy are two different things. As a man that's attracted to a woman can be attracted to a trans woman and a bio woman.
So you like more,
I
you
like men
more,
who like women, because men who like women know how to handle this pussy.
No,
A
not
gay
to me.
man's gonna be. I don't have muscles. I don't have muscles or mustaches. Or,
Yeah.
I don't have that. I smell
Right.
like aromas of perfumes.
Yes, you do.
And oils and
Yeah,
honey, it's hair and lipstick.
Yeah.
You come in here to get that. This is extra. This is the toy.
It is.
This you come in here to get all this. This is extra. Because if you come in here looking for this first, you're not gonna be my man.
So you like masculine men.
Oh, that's all I'm gonna do it.
That's the masculine one.
I'm not messing with no man that's getting fucked.
Oh.
Well, I'm not personally, not in my personal life, NeNe. Now, if
No, in your
now-
personal
now,
life.
now,
yeah.
now, we
I get
jumping
that.
off,
Yeah.
and that thing ain't get to be brick. Is this shit? You know, real thugs get down on the floor like a pimp.
So you have answered every question on
You
this
sure?
thing, honey. Yes, one of the questions I see on here said you wear so many hats. How do you stay grounded?
My mother.
Yeah.
My mother keeps me grounded. My
Does
mother,
your mom live with you?
Yes, my mother lives with me, and she keeps me grounded because my mother makes me go in the grocery store My mother makes me, she keeps me like humble.
Yeah.
She always tells me like, you know, boo, don't be too big, don't this and the other, whatever. I'm like, mommy, but you gotta understand the bigger that I get as a start, NeNe, you know, you got to, even when you Instacart, you got to take your picture off of there. You can't.
I don't Instacart. I've never done it before.
You go in the grocery store?
Yeah, I like going to the grocery store. That's the only place I get a chance to go. I love going to the
NeNe,
grocery
so
store.
the people.
I go right. They come in there and talk, and I be instantly like, hold it. 1 second.
You don't
Like,
have
I'm
your,
over
you have
here
your
trying.
bodyguard with you?
Sometimes not. I walk sometimes. Well, the Whole Foods is right by me, so I can just kind of walk into the Whole Foods.
It gets a lot. It gets to be a
now
lot.
certain grocery stores, I have to think about, can I go in them or not? Like, I wanted to go into Kroger one day, and I sat in the parking lot. I was like, now how am I getting Kroger?
Yeah.
Yeah,
NeNe,
like I
come on
really
now.
want to. Yeah, because they have a certain meat that I want. They ain't got it
Yeah,
at
so you
the
got-
other store. Yeah. And
I
was like,
don't
can't
really
get in
grocery
there.
shop. I go out to certain places that are, you know, whatever. You know, I have my team. I have my bodyguard and stuff with me. You know, and then sometimes I don't have him, but I try to keep my mother protected too, because you know.
Yeah.
And we're also living in a time where the government has tried to make trans people public enemy #1. So I still have to think about my safety and stuff
Yeah.
like that too. Like even at the airport, I go to the airport, I gotta go film tonight.
This how you gonna go?
I got to go whooped up like this, so I know it's gonna be picture, and it's okay.
But are you gonna wear your dress through there?
No, I'm gonna wear
some sweats
I'm
or
gonna wear
something?
girl, I got a lot of body, so whatever I put on.
Yeah,
it's gonna-
sweats, and you can wear flats. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's how I go through there. I wouldn't dare go to the airport with heels
You know
on.
who I
Under
ran into
no
the airport? I
circumstance.
ran into Kim
Kim who?
Zolciak.
Did you? She just hit me in my DM the other day.
I ran into Kim. I ran into
I see a lot of people in the airport.
Kenya.
Yeah.
You know, I ran into Kenya,
too.
but they be real inconspicuous.
Yeah.
Sometimes they be what they had on.
Yeah.
I'm just be flowing through. And it
Yeah.
all depends on what video done went viral.
Yeah.
That the girls be like, girl, I see you, girl. Girl, I landed in Mexico,
Yeah.
Puerto Vallarta. Girl, the plane, the door opened, and the lady said, I was like, oh shit. Can I get a picture? And then it just started like that. I was like, oh my God.
When that happens, so that happens when you're in a busy place and one person asks, it's like, oh my God, we're about to open up a can of worms here.
Yeah.
Like everybody is coming
Do
in.
you love your
everybody-
life, NeNe?
I do. I'm getting in a much better place where I feel like I am really at peace with everything in my life. So I am happy. You know, there's a piece of my life that's missing. My husband's not here. I'm used to having a partner with me.
Are you dating?
Yes, I am dating, and I was dating someone for a while, for almost 4 years now. But we're not dating anymore.
Okay, good.
I know you
got
didn't say okay, good.
Yeah, you got somebody new. Listen, if you
I don't have anybody new. I'm single.
What, you still dating? A new person?
I'm
listen.
not dating a new person. I was dating him for.
So are you dating new people? Are you?
I'm open to dating new people. Some of my girlfriends have tried to hook me up a little bit.
So your ideal man, does he necessarily need to be rich?
Yes, he does.
He needs to be rich. I love you.
Yeah. There would just be no exceptions. If you see me with him, he got some money. But sure, because I've already built a life with my husband, and I don't want to help build somebody. I want somebody, I'm the gift giver. I'm always giving people. I would love for someone to give me. I want to be able to travel the world.
With
and
him.
And I don't want to buy your first class seat because I'm going to be sitting in first class
Yeah,
now.
because listen, I don't go past row 6.
Right. Where you going to be sitting at,
I don't
see?
go past row 6,
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I want you to be with me, and I want to be able to travel the world with you. And so I need somebody that's just well-traveled. They understand, they get it, they have a career. I just need somebody like that.
I'm going to date several men at a time.
Well, if you meet somebody that's just good for me, let me know. Because
Would you date him if I know him?
Yeah, that doesn't. Do you only know gay men?
Well, I don't date gay men.
Well, okay. Well, I you know when you guys be saying that, that's weird.
Why?
Because what do you mean you don't date gay men? Because if he is sleeping with you and sleeping with a woman, he's something.
Well, he's not gay.
What is he?
He's definitely not gay.
He's bi?
Listen, because if a man come in here and he looks at me and you,
Yeah. What is
and
he?
well, he likes women.
Yeah, because he doesn't know.
And if,
But-
if he does know, he likes women.
Okay.
Now-
so, but what is he?
Well, that would possibly, it's a possibility. It's
He's
what,
bisexual?
he could be bi or he could be pan.
Okay, what was pan? I forgot.
Pan
That
sex-
means you be whatever you like, whatever you like.
Parts, not parts.
Right. So whatever you see you like, whatever I'm on, that's what I'm on today.
Yeah.
Okay, got
You
it.
know, a lot of men are
Yeah.
a lot of men are pan, but they don't say anything. Like a
I
lot of
don't want to run into them. I don't want to date him.
NeNe, if you've dated
I
men,
need you to like
NeNe, if you've
Hello
dated
Kitty
if
all
you
the time.
if you've dated men,
Yes.
if you've dated men, there's a possibility in your life that
He's been with a man.
he's been with something. He's
What do
been
you mean he been with something?
He's been outside. I mean, here's the thing. I know that women consider trans women men because we were born male.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a difference between being man
and
and male.
I get it. But you have your part.
That's correct.
So he can love you and think you're so beautiful, and I want to sit with you.
There are men who deal with me that won't touch my parts. Anytime you see
But does he know it's there?
yeah, he knows it's there. I'm not hiding it.
Oh, you're not?
No.
I mean, that
'Cause,
would,
listen,
that wouldn't make any sense for
Well,
me.
I've had gentlemen to tell me, "Hey, put a pillow over that," and I'm like, "Well, you're not the nigga for me. You don't have to touch it and deal with it. But I'm not hiding shit from you."
So, okay, wait a minute. We got to go back and figure this out.
Yeah.
So the man.
Now we talking.
Yeah, so the man going to be sleeping with me and you. I don't want to talk to him no more.
You don't.
No. Because, see, he's not telling me the truth. Nine
Well,
times out of
what truth
10,
does he need to
like,
tell
what
you,
the-
NeNe? Tell
well, the guy seemed like he would come and tell me that he's bisexual. So what if he never told me? Isn't he lying to me? You said they wake up and lie.
They
So
do.
he woke up and lied.
But how can we make men comfortable to even say that they find other things outside
I don't know,
of,
but
of,
I
of
feel
what
like he should
societal-
tell me what he likes.
But here's the thing: you might demonize him for telling.
I won't. I just probably won't be with him.
Yeah, that is correct. And then men risk they risk losing that. You know, there's some men that have experiences, just like there are women that have had an experience.
Well, why he can't do to me the same thing he doing to you?
Because I don't have a pussy.
But that's, well, okay, you're right. I forgot. Okay.
I don't have a pussy.
But he's coming over there looking at your beautiful hair and makeup.
Uh-huh.
Well, he can't come over my house and see mine.
Well, yeah.
Well, what's going on?
Well, shit.
Why the hell you going to sleep with me then going to sleep
Well,
with
he
you
got
for?
men like variety.
Oh, please. I don't want him.
Well, shit. I mean, hey, but it's happening.
I'm over it.
But these things, this is what women.
That's why I'm not even dating. I mean, I'm dating, but I'm not. I mean, I don't know.
But you can't hold yourself to a dating standard because you're afraid of a man. That's not the worst
So
thing
you
that
think
can
it's
happen.
okay for me to sleep with a guy that's sleeping like that?
Well, if he's sleeping,
Having sex like that?
I don't know. I think that if he's bisexual, but here's the myth about bisexuality.
Do you think I should be taking PrEP? Is it called
Yes. I think that all women should be taking PrEP.
PrEP? Really?
Yes.
Because a friend of mine told me she's taking it.
Tamar.
Yeah.
Yeah, she told me too. I think that all women should be taking PrEP. I think that all women should take whatever necessary safety precautions, whether the man identifies as heterosexual, bisexual, homosexual, pansexual. I think that all women should be taking the necessary precautions because when women really understand that men are a creature of curiosity, they're a creature of if that dick get hard, they gonna fuck it.
Really? So is the PrEP gonna make me sick? Like,
Well, the PrEP, you should consult with your PCP, your primary care physician, and let them walk you through the things that it would do. It would definitely build you up enough so you never catch HIV or AIDS. Now, other STIs are out there, and I think that people think that that's the worst thing to have is AIDS, but you know there are other STIs that you have to protect yourself from. So just protect yourself,
I will.
even if you're married. Even in these days and times, if you're married, these niggas is loose.
They are. You are right now. That part I know
These
you right
niggas
about.
is loose.
They outside.
They out the door.
They are
I
out
don't give a
the
fuck
door.
how bad
Okay.
you is,
They
how
out the
pretty
door.
you is, how fine, how sexy, how rich you are.
Yeah.
These niggas outside.
They are outside.
So that's why you got to be outside.
You
boo.
do. Thank you so much. Yes.
I love you,
You look
baby.
great.
Thank you,
Make
you
sure
too.
you call me so I can come to your show.
I want you to.
Yeah,
Trent,
I'm
Trent,
gonna
my
come to your
assistant
show.
Trent will be in
Yeah.
touch with Alvin.
Yeah.
And they'll
Yeah.
get you on the show. I want you to come on the show because we got some hard
We got
hitters
things
on
to
that
talk
bitch.
about.
Yes.
You guys give a round of applause for TS Madison.
Yeah!
Woo! Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, like, and hit that notification button because you don't want to miss a thing.